welcome to Srija's Sister channel. This is Srijay and today I'm going to teach you on how to solve the gear cube. So many of you might think that the gear cube is very hard because when you turn a layer, your pieces twist. But it's actually easier than a 3x3, did you know? Let me show. First is a 2x2 stage, second is to orient the edges, third is to finish the edges. That's all. So let me just teach you on how to solve the gear cube. Let me mix up my cube first. But before that, let me teach you how to do the moves, because even if you learn the moves, I will not teach you the moves, but I will teach you on, because when you do a U, you cannot turn another layer. So let me show you how in a gear cube actually how to do a U, R and all. So for example, if I want to turn, for example, R, only one time I'm going to turn a layer. So for example, U. U is, I'm going to turn a U. Simple. No. You have to turn 1, 2. Then only, or how can you find out this? You look at the centers. This is how I find out. And then I keep on looking at, so since U, we are going to bring our this piece over here. I look at this center. This piece is center. And unless this piece center comes here, I'm going to keep on doing U. There we go. Okay, so actually this piece center came here, but it's okay. This is actually the correct U. And then R. So when I do R, this piece center is going to come here. So I'm going to keep on watching the center. This is an R. R prime is, this center is going to come here. So R prime is like this. And then for L, F, if for F and all, this center is going to come here in F. So I'm going to keep on looking at this, and then the center came here. F prime like this. But actually an easier way is that you just turn U 2 times. That will say U. F 1, 2. That's in F. F prime. U prime. Okay. So just like in a normal 3x3. So just like in a normal 3x3, and you turn like one layer for 4 times, it will come back to its normal position. For example, if I turn U 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, it comes back to its original position. Okay, except R 2, 2, 3, 4 comes back to its normal position. Just like that, in this cube, it doesn't work like that. So let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here this pieces came, but the edges are misoriented. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only little. Sometimes it will come to its normal position. So let's see how much use it will take to come back to its normal position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 use to make it to its normal position. Like it will take 12 moves to make put it back to a normal position in a 3x3 also. But in between your 8 moves and 4 moves and all, it will come back also. But in a gear cube, it's not like that. Okay, so people might think the gear cube is more difficult, but actually the gear cube is more easier than a 3x3. Come back to a 3x3. So now let's now R2 and U2 and all, the 2 moves. In these cases, you have to see 4 times, because U is 2 times. So in a U2, I have to do it 4 times. I have to count 4 times. In R2, I have to count 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, actually it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So an easier way to find out is this opposite color should come to your front face. For example, green opposite is blue, so I wait till my blue center comes here. This is an R2. U2. My green is the opposite of blue, so my green center should come here. Green center. This is a U2. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so this is all these moves. Okay, so F2 you might be confused again. So F2 means I'm looking at this piece. In yellow opposite is white, so white piece should come here. So until that I keep on. This is an F2. Okay, so let me just mix up the cube and teach you on how to solve the gear cube. So the first stage is the 2x2 stage, and it's very easy actually. When you solve your white, your yellow will be your last layer will be automatically solved. And so what I will do is not like the advanced methods, this methods and all. I'll just solve my white piece. For example, this when I bring it here, it comes together, and I had to join this. Instead of like this, I will bring it to my white center. I had to match it. Your yellow is automatically solved, as I said, and then I will move my blue to here, and then your other pieces are solved. So simple. Okay, so I don't even have to explain the steps. So next step is to orient the edges, all the edges. There are 12 edges in a cube, and same is in a gear cube, but we don't have to spend time doing one algorithm for each 12. We can do one algorithm for 4 edges at a time. So that time we do 3 of the same algorithms to orient the edges, like this one. So let me look at one edge here. So for example, I have this edge, red and white. I want to orient the red and white goes here. So there are like there's 2 cases. So the first case is when you have one more case is when you have fully solved your one edge oriented. In that case, if one edge is oriented, the others in the same layer will also be oriented. So for example, I have this piece put in the oriented. 1 minute, be more precise. One piece is oriented. Same way, if one piece is oriented, all my other pieces in the same layer are oriented. That's why I said if we do one algorithm, all 4 will get oriented. Okay, in the same layer. So there is one case, 2 cases. One case is when one of the colors matches the top color. For example, I have my orange as the top color, and in this edge orange I have one color as orange. So in this case you have to do R2 U R2 U. So my edges are oriented. It doesn't have to match, but it should be in the correct place. If one edge is oriented, all the other edges should be oriented. That's correct. Okay, so next is the second color. Okay, so for example, this same case. So next other cases when you have no pieces matching to it, then you skip that and go to another piece. Okay, for example, I have this piece. Once you solve 2, the other 4 will be already put in the correct place. So for example, I have this edge, red and green. Red is matching to red, my top color. So what I will do is I'll do R2 U R2 U. Simple. And then as I told, if one edge is oriented in the correct place, your other layer or the third layer will also get put it in the correct place. Okay, so now next step is to we oriented all of our edges by doing R2U R2U. Okay, so last step is to put the edges in the correct places. So there will be 2 cases. So first what you have to check those 2 cases. So how to check? So there are two cases. One is when one one edge is put in the correct place. So if one edge is put in the correct place, as I said, all four edges in the same layer will be put in the correct places. In this situation, one edge is oriented but it's flipped. So in this case, one edge will be flipped in the same layer. Okay, so in the first case is when you have first try to do R moves until your cube gets flat. This layer gets flat. It's not flat yet. Yeah, now it's flat. Okay, now in this case, my cube is not. This piece is not. It's switched. In this, if it's not switched, I will show you that other case. Then you skip this step. If it's not switched, if it's switched, then there will be at least one like this, which will be put in the correct place. In that case, you put this layer so it gets in the S layer. Then do R, U, R, U, R, U. It doesn't have to be salt. Sometimes your blue and green will be salt only. In that case, you just keep on doing R moves to be salt. An easier way to find out is, if you want to do it faster, you cannot do R moves, R moves, R moves. Okay, so in this case, I have to keep on have to do some R moves, a lot of R moves, for it to be solved. Instead of that, you can do one more. So first, this might be a little complicated, but it will help do it. Solve it faster. So what we can do in this case is we have to first see this, what color is matching your front color. For example, my front color is orange. Okay, and then in my top, I have to look at my top edge. Okay, in my top edge, my orange is in the left. So if it's in the left, I have to do L prime. Keep on doing L prime, and it will be easily be solved and faster. Okay, so L prime will be solved. Let me show you another case. Sorry. So next case is when you have your orange solved, and then your orange is for front color is facing the right. In my case, my orange is front color and my orange is facing the right. In that case, you do R. Keep on doing R. It gets solved. Okay, so this is all how to solve the GeoCubes. Thank you for watching my video. Like, share and subscribe to my channel, and see you in another video. Bye.